What's up, guys? So this is tactics for hunting from a blind. So first and foremost, if you're going to be hunting deer from a blind, it's always a good idea to get out in your blind and to practice your yardage. So let's say you plan on shooting deer 20, 30, 40 yards, set your blind up all the way down and do some practice shots at each yard range. Also, another thing is get yourself a nice stool. Lawn chair will work in a pinch, but they're not the best because you end up sitting down low. So this, it's just my practice stool, but it's a $10 stool from Walmart. We'll get in your blind, do a few practice shots. Today I'm shooting my bear species, set at 70 pounds at a 25.5 inch draw length. Shooting the V-Force Elite 400s with a 100 grain field tip. Also another thing is when you're shooting your bow, make sure when you use your broadheads are the same weight as your field tips, the same grains. What I like to do when hunting from a blind is I like to pull back into cover. So I'm not pulling in my window here, I'm pulling out behind my cover, right? And then another thing, if you notice, I'm sitting sideways, right? I'm not sitting forward like this, I'm sitting sideways. So pull into cover, and then I slowly ease out, making sure I'm not going to shoot my blind, and release. And the reason it's a good idea to practice, I'm probably a bit rusty right now because I haven't shot my bow in the last 6 months, so it's because you want to be as accurate as possible, right, whenever you're hunting deer. Not to mention it is pretty windy at my house today. We got something like 16 mile per hour winds right now. Normally I don't have to stake my blind down in the backyard, but today I had to. Kind of shooting all over the place, I can tell. Another thing, when you're hunting from a blind, don't wear camo in a blind. If you notice, everything in your blind is black. So what you're going to want to wear is all black. Black hat, black face mask, black shirt, sweater, or whatever. Alright, I'm going to go check on these and we'll see what we got. Okay, aiming for center. And as you can tell, I'm really rusty. My arrows aren't the best groupings. This one's way off. These are okay groupings. Not as center as I'd like. So we're gonna run it back, shoot a few more arrows. See if we can't get them closer. It's also hard to tell because back there, this black dot's faded out. So it's kind of hard to see where you're fading. So I might shoot at this one here. Let's see what happens. This is at about 20 yards. So, I mean, granted, you miss by an inch or two, it's not going to be the end of the world, but you do want to be as accurate as possible. Well, as you can tell, I'm a bit rusty. Not my best performance. We'll run it back, see if I can get some better groupings. I'm going to try top left black circle there. See if that helps me any. And also, as you can see, I'm sitting outside of the window. Well, maybe you can't see it, but I'm sitting just to the left of this window. I don't want to be sitting right in the middle of the window. I mean, you can. For me, my preference is just to sit on the outside, so if a deer comes up, it's not going to automatically spot me. Oh, that was a bad shot. I jerked on that one. Whoops. Give it one more for good measure, and then we'll see where we're hitting. Now, even if you don't have a blind, you could always just get yourself a chair and practice sitting down shooting. That helps a lot too. Let's give it a couple more. Just had a brand new string put on here. I've already put, since I put the string on here, probably about 150 arrows through here, so. That was a bad shot too. Oh well. I'll make that up. See what we got. Okay, round 2 of arrows. Let's see where they're hitting. Not too good. Then this is why you practice. So I like these groupings down here. These 3 are alright. So it looks like my sight might need to move up. I know I jerked on a couple of them. So these groupings are good. These 2 are no bueno. This one's no bueno. So might just have to bring my sight up a little bit. Let's shoot one more round. Okay, not much better. Looks like I need a lot of practice. Like I said, I haven't shot my bow in, well, not from my blind in quite a while. Standing is a different story, so it's quite different shooting from a sitting position in a blind, which is why you need to practice the way you're going to be hunting, whether it's in a blind, tree stand, whatever, saddle. This wind is kind of killing me. I'm wondering if it might be the wind a little bit. Blame it on the wind, right? Maybe it could have been the arrow. These are my practice arrows, so they get a lot of abuse. See that blind moving around like crazy. Shoot one more. Should have some better groupings on this one. Damn! Whole blind popped in. Look at that. That wind, man. I'm telling you, strong winds today. Strong winds today. That was a good gust. Alright, let's go see what we got. Alright, round 3. Much better. Much better. Much tighter groupings. Except for this guy. This guy's no bueno. And look at that, tear in the fletching. I don't know if that's enough of a tear to do anything, but yeah. Maybe not, because this one's torn too. Look at that one. That one's even worse. And that one hit pretty much center. So, much better after 3 rounds of shooting. So like I said, get out in your blind, whatever, or your tree stand, whichever you're going to be hunting, and practice. See, the first few arrows were all over the place, right? Once you start getting used to it, shooting more out of your blind, you're going to start getting used to the feel of it. So keep that in mind. Just like I said, practice how you're going to be hunting. Alright, a couple more tips for you guys. When you're staking down your blind, do yourself a favor and do not use these little cheap ass stakes that come with your blind. Walmart sells these heavy duty black ones. They're super thick, they're super heavy. I use them out in the field. I've never had an issue with my blind flying away. I don't know if you can tell how strong the wind is, but in the last round of arrows, this wall actually blew in. So the wind's pretty strong. Blind's moving around quite a bit, and that's the last thing you want in the field is your blind to be bouncing all over the place while you're trying to hunt deer. You know, it's going to be a dead giveaway to the deer. So recap. Practice out of your blind. Practice the way you're going to hunt. Whether it be from a tree stand, saddle, blind, whatever. If your blind is all black, like the majority are, 99.9% of them are, wear all black. Don't wear camo. If you want to, if you plan on doing a spot and stock as well as sitting in a blind, you know, if you want to move, you can always wear a camo undershirt. Or what I like to do is I actually store camo gear in my scent-proof tote. So if I feel like getting out and doing a spot and stock, I'll go run to my truck, I'll change real quick, and then go from there. But yeah, just get out there, practice, fling some arrows, and see what you can do. Also, a big thing is make sure your bow is tuned before season. So look at that blind. You can see the camera kind of shaking all over the place. But yeah, make sure your bow gets tuned before season. You don't want to go out there with an untuned bow where your arrows are going to be flying unpredictably all over the place. So take your bow to your local archery shop, get it tuned in, get it dialed up. As for arrow choice, for me, I like light and fast. So I'll see if I can find it. I'll post a video of my last year's kill and the video of my arrow. So my arrows, I use light arrows, 100 grain broadheads, and I get full pass-throughs with my 70-pound bow at 25.5 inch draw length. So the broadheads I use are Grim Reapers. I've always had good luck with Grim Reapers. They leave a pretty good blood trail. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I'm gonna get out of this blind before it gets blown away, because I going against my own rule, and I got these strapped down with these cheap ass stakes. So yeah, guys, get out there and practice. Have a good one. Got my arrow straight pass through. Yeah, boy.